Yeah, 16 facing 17. Let me tell y'all this true story about the
Can I Speak? And this show is about giving the youth a chance to speak about real issues with kingdom principles that can help them overcome every situation. And I'm your youth specialist, youth behavioralist specialist, Cornelius Lewis, blessed story. And I have two great, awesome men, young men of God that's a part of a great missionary, Eyes on Me Inc. Shout out to them, man, for sponsoring me as a missionary in Forum Park in the Sunnyside area. And these young men, they do great volunteering themselves. Man, introduce yourself. What's your name?
My name is Tommy Thompson.
Speak up, speak up.
Okay, my name is Tommy. I'm just a volunteer for the mission of God.
All right. All right. How old is you, Tommy?
I'm 19.
19? 19 years old. What's your name?
AJ, Adrian Baza, but I'd rather be called AJ. I'm 18 years old.
Okay. Okay. So, man, we want to talk. The subject today is, man, peer pressure, right? What do you think? How do peer pressure affect a young person like that's in high school? You just got out of high school when? When you get out of high school?
Last year. Let's say about like 7 months ago.
Okay, so you probably experienced like peer pressure or seen others that experience it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and what's your thoughts on peer pressure?
Well, peer pressure's been around for a while, and I've seen it happen a lot. My thoughts about this is like it's not right, because like sometimes kids don't want to do certain things, but then their friends be like,
like what? What don't want to do? Like just be real. That's
okay,
just be real.
So like I'm gonna just go off topic. I'm gonna say like you know, you got a group of kids and that one kid that be like, this ain't right. Like they're doing something, they go to the store, they go rob them, like this ain't right, and they do it, they gonna try to leave out. Then
So robbing.
yeah, and then you got the other kids.
So you done seen or heard stories about some people that Ronald, you just did some stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then so go ahead.
And then like so like the other kids start calling them names, saying he is just a punk. He ain't by nothing. He gonna be a failure. He ain't doing nothing. Like unless he do this with them, that he ain't gonna be able to be with them. He ain't friends. Just a little wussy. So and like that's that pressure to make the other person think like I gotta show you what I'm about. Like I ain't none of that what you said, and that's how things happen. They get in trouble with their friends, with the people that pressure them into doing it, and leads more consequences.
So basically what you're saying is like peer pressure sometimes affect people to the point where it makes them feel less than, or they're not a part of, or it belittles them, or even sometimes it make them lose reputation. I can agree. Growing up, you know, it was a certain status that you supposed to have growing up. Where I came from, Merle Hood, North Side, Flint, Michigan, it was a status. Like growing up in my hood, it was gang infested. So it was like, in order for you to be on this level, man, you gotta prove yourself. So basically, we're pressured to prove ourselves to be this gangster, this street cat. But in actuality, you saying it's not worth it. I agree. What about you, man? What's some of the stories, like a story you could tell us about either yourself, you know, being experiencing peer pressure, or some of your friends experiencing peer pressure, or even you? Sometimes you know, we can be the one, the oppressor. We can be the one on the other end, you know, encouraging that. Because I was always that one at one point in my life encouraging foolishness.
Yeah, same. I ain't gonna lie. I used to smoke back in some time in my day.
Not too long ago, because you real, yeah. Come on,
nah, like,
keep it real.
And I remember my when I first really started smoking. I wasn't even smoking. I was with my friends. We was at the neighborhood park, and I didn't know what it was. My homeboy came up with his 4-wheelers. Me, my two other homeboys, and one on the 4-wheeler. He rolling something. I didn't know what it was at first, But as you feel me, as time went on, I knew what it was because I tried it, and I wouldn't say I was forced to, but I was like a little person to do it. They was like, man, you feel me? You should try. You should do this, that, and the other. It's gonna make you feel good. You know, like as time went on and I kept doing it, it really destroyed me at some point. Like it put me at my lowest. You feel me? So like, all I have to say is like, man, peer pressure ain't worth doing. It ain't nothing good unless it's doing something positive. Unless it's giving something for you to grow.
So speak about that lowness though. You was on. Speak about that part. What actually happened when you were smoking weed? Speak about it.
All right. So look, I had an episode after smoking weed. Like after literally hitting a blunt, going home, I had an episode. I went to what you call a psychosis.
Say that again?
A psychosis.
So what is a psychosis?
I don't know I read about it, but I don't just really remember. Off the top of my head, it's basically like
the definition to it?
It's basically like like you go into a state of a panic or like bipolar, schizophrenic, all that in one. Wow. So you just basically you losing mind control. So yeah, it's a severe mental disorder in which thought and emotions are so impaired that contact is lost with external reality. So basically, I wasn't thinking about reality. I felt like I was in my head. I wasn't there. I was there, but I wasn't there. You feel me? So like after that, it was severe. So I went to the hospital. 3 days later, I got out thinking it was all peaches and creams, basically, yeah. And I smoked again, not even thinking about what just happened to me a day ago. You feel me? I smoked like 4 days after, not even worried about what happened just a couple days ago. Man. It happened again, went into another psychosis, this time worse.
Wow.
And it was worse because not only was I in a psychosis, I was in the kiosis. And so a kiosis is basically when your body is deteriorating or eating from its own energy, not from food or anything else. You're basically dying from the inside out. So you ain't just, you feel me? So I was dying mentally and physically. Not just one or the other, both. Now I remember before my mama took me to the hospital. Thank God for her. Thank God for mama. Shout out to my mama. I was in the bed while going through this on the phone with my grandma, and while I was in that dark, I'm talking about to me it felt like I was losing my life. To me, I was losing my life. So I was on the phone with my grandma, and all I could just think about was God. Like I called her and she prayed for me, but can't even count how many times. It was in that same moment, just praying, prayer after prayer after prayer after prayer, non-stop. We ain't stopped till I felt like I was okay. Yeah, I'm good. We can go to the hospital. Like I ain't stopped till I just knew I was gonna get out the situation. God was gonna get me out the situation because I was just in so much of a deep dark space. I don't even want to be there no more. Thank God He got me out of it. But all I have to say is, man, it ain't worth it. Whatever your peers or people you don't even know telling you what to do, which you know ain't right, man, go with your good instinct. Go with what you know. Don't go off based off somebody else's intelligence, because then at the end of the day, you just gonna be you feel me? It ain't even right. That's just how I feel.
Wow, man. So y'all hear it here first from AJ to every young person that might be thinking like, man, it's okay, man. Like, man, I'm just turning up with the fellas. I'm turning up with my family. I'm turning up with my homies. And we thinking it's okay just to smoke a blunt, you know what I'm saying, just to turn up, man, and pop that pill, but we don't know the end results of what it really can happen. This man